Welcome to Rad Rolls, Union Dispatch. We are a tabletop role-playing group that records actual plays of Modifius's Fallout 2d20. The podcast contains mature themes present in the Fallout series with a dark comedy spin. The murder mystery is awry. An explosion has erupted the Foundry, leaving destruction in its wake. Our crew recovers to face a looming threat.
You all are standing nearly unscathed in the ruins of a collapsed building. Dust clouds are swirling around. In the air, you hear the chants coming from outside the gates and vertibirds swirling their blades through the air. The chants are growing louder and louder. You can make out the sound through the fuzz and noise in the air, and you hear, Warhold, Warhold, Warhold. Now, you all have just managed to survive this collapse unscathed. What's the first thing that you're doing in this absolute mass and confusion? You all are unharmed. You're probably dirty, but you all managed to roll pretty well on that last roll to be at least aware enough to check and see what everybody's up to.
Do you need to
did
ask?
my hat stay on my head?
Yes. Yeah, it did. I'm not going to make you roll for hat attachment.
Yeah, in spite of all the chaos and bedlam happening, I'm probably going to take the hat off and like knock the dust off and put it back on, and then like just assess the situation.
Sure.
Okay.
Go ahead and do a perception plus survival for difficulty 0.
Perception, survival.
And here's why don't all of you do that? And then make sure to mark your AP if you get above 1 success.
Cool.
Okay.
I got 0 successes.
That's great. You
So I
knocked
hit the
dust
difficulty.
off your hat, and you were like, too dusty for me.
Yeah.
What was the roll?
Perception,
Perception
survival.
plus survival. Difficulty 0.
So
Looks like
Janie,
Janie
you'll
got
get
a
an AP.
success.
Wicked
Janie can get an
successful.
AP.
Whoops.
Oh.
Oh. And Timmy Dendron over here has gotten 2 successes as well.
The
So you
difference
all-
between Timmy and I is that my fight or flight hasn't kicked in yet.
See, no, the real difference is Timmy's already taken his mentats. He just took another. He just took another one.
and another.
Yeah, no, there's one left. There's one left. He will save it. This is a very
effect
harrowing
doesn't
experience. He needed his mentats.
Well, dude's popping Excedrin left and right.
It's like
It's very, very nervous person.
So you all look around, particularly Janie and Timmy. Most of the building and the denizens of the building are kind of like that were in there for the large funeral, or as they call it, the dispatch, are pretty much covered up under rubble. You realize that most of Scott, Marge, and the others have all kind of disappeared beneath the rubble. I'm not sure how you all managed, but it's kind of like all of the boulders falling around you, and so you're just kind of like, you picked the ultra lucky spot.
We're new. We were lingering near the back, too, because we weren't really sure how all this was going to go down. We weren't super confident in this 20 questions we were being given for our first shift, so...
And I think Timmy and Barb were going to walk over while the funeral was going on and check that wall, just because Timmy was so paranoid about it. Though it's not paranoia if they're really out to get you, so...
That's true, and checking
that wall
would be pretty
strangely
easy.
intact.
Checking that wall would be very
the only one
easy
that's
because it
still
would just
standing.
be everywhere around you. Bits and pieces of said wall are kind of all around you. As you all are standing there, an unusual rumbling of paces comes from a distance. The sound stops as a tornado of dust peaks in the distance and a giant figure soars through the air, vocalizing a roar. The voices on the ground grow louder and say, "Warhold! Warhold!" The figure drops and crashes into a rubble pile. A hulking green figure stands before you. The humongous super mutant sports a strange silvery wig and a broken pair of glasses. The creature's muscular right arm sports a strange modified harpoon-like bracer, and on the other, a missile launcher. It reaches behind its back and pulls out a piece of rebarb that's attached to a giant dented soup can at the end.
Well, that's a lot of nope.
Yeah. Also, does he grab the rebarb with the harpoon hand or the big-ass missile launcher hand? Because it sounds like he's struggling a lot.
It would be harpoon hand that he would grab the rebarb. It's the soup
rebarb.
And with his fourth hand, he grabs the
soup.
This guy is kitted out, for sure. Kitted out all the way.
Okay, so he emerged. He's huge. We're on the side. Warhold. Does that remind us anything? Do we know what this means?
You're not familiar with the idea. Well, okay. So do how do I want to do this? Do a charisma plus survival difficulty 1.
One success.
So
great success.
So you are part of the postal service. There's a lot of knowledge that you would have. You know that Warhol is also the name of an artist that would live in the area of Pittsburgh in a previous time.
As in Andy Warhol.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So the name Warhold and the silvery wig and glasses lead you to believe that this is something similar in some way, but definitely perverted by the nuclear apocalypse and all of the different factors that lie in.
Do we have a grubber?
You don't have a grubber, no.
Oh, we don't have the grubber.
You don't have a grubber in your...
So no one's carrying the Warhammer?
Nope. Nope. Nobody is. Nobody's got the Warhammer, no.
The Warhammer is a modified junk jet that shoots soup cans.
Oh, that's beautiful. That is so perfect.
It didn't work out for the Warhammer, but in the... that is another one of the jobs, and that's actually the job that the guy in the cafeteria that was eating a bunch. He was.
He was just cracking open Campbell's and eating.
Yeah, but he was just excited about the soup.
So
and the milky frosted flakes that he was eating.
Oh, yeah, the sugar bombs,
the canned sugar bombs. Which, man, thinking about it now, if he was shooting cans of sugar bombs. Man, those things must have hit like they were filled with cement. Wow.
Yeah. Out of character, I thought about this multiple times this past week. Like, what would that taste like? Seriously.
Okay.
Like Dolce de Leche cereal?
Pretty much, yeah.
Not
What
good.
did you come up with? What do you so you've thought about it, so what do you think?
Oh, kind of like it's like a sugar cookie dough, but like a really rich, too like soupy sugar cookie dough. Like when you're sticking your hand in there, you're like in the batter cleaner, you're like, wait, this was not dirty enough. You do it again, even though you realize you're trying to make cookies. Yes, that. I mean, but maybe grittier.
It's one of those things where like, I really need something sweet and sugary, and you take one spoonful and go, yeah, I'm good. Done.
Those of you with podcasts, this sounds like a great material for an episode.
All right. We're going to start with initiative. The way initiative works is it's static. It's listed down, kind of everyone's organized in their order. First off will be Warhold. Then next we've got Janie, then Timmy, then Barb, and then Hook.
How come he goes first? I protest.
Not Hook, it's Cross, excuse me.
Cross. What is this, AEW? Good God.
My brain is all wrestling all of the time, and so
Yeah.
you already had a super mutant named Punch or whatever, and then you already had, a guy named
chair.
Hook.
Give him
So
the
you gotta
chair.
you got to be cross, so you get the cross jab. That is the initiative order. So we will start with everyone's at medium range, just because he's jumped into the same kind of arena. You can't really see anything out of it, and you're kind of trapped in this area. There's a lot of debris, rubble that's kind of like falling around you. You're kind of at the epicenter of it, but not like everything has like fallen out around you to create almost like a makeshift coliseum of sorts with no people except for the people that are under all of the building materials that are not with us right now. So, as does anybody say anything when they see the Warhold?
Other than some light crying, no.
Yeah, at most I would just yell, "Get back!" as we leap away. Yeah.
All right. Great. So Warhold, as his minor action, is going to see if he can grapple.
Damn.
He's going to be grappling Timmy Dendron to move him into close range.
Good.
All right. That is his minor action. The next thing that he's going to do is use the try to hit him with the soup bat.
Okay.
Looks like we've got 2 successes on there. So let's see how much damage that is.
Oh, it doesn't look good.
It's not that bad. That's not that bad. That's 7 physical damage. It is vicious, so I'm gonna call that what is it? The vicious is the next round. You will take 3 points of damage. What's your AC right now, Timmy Dendron?
AC, what do you think we're playing?
Yeah, I've two physical
My
damage
AC's 15, so
So I've got my chainmail on.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
69
2
degrees,
physical
nice and
damage
cool.
resistance.
see.
2 points? Yeah, so you'll take 5 points of damage from the super bat. And that will end Warhold's turn. So next up, we've got Janie. What you're going to do is you've got a major action and a minor action. So your major action is like attacking, doing large movements. Your minor action is like, oh, I'm going to, run a small distance or do something minor. Those are listed in the book as well.
So what type of weapon does Janie favor?
Janie has
I
a
have
few
an
different
auto
weapons.
axe. I have an auto axe, and I favored my serrated sword, but since I got this fancy auto axe, I should probably be using it. Do you think? Do you guys have opinions?
Yeah.
So are you more melee based versus like
100%.
range based? Okay. So
It's
probably
holding me. Cut off its hand.
That's a good call. So first thing I'm going to do is just check. You said basically rubble in the middle, open area around. Pretty much everybody else is buried or away from us.
Yes.
Is there any kind of ledge or whatever that we could ultimately push this Warhold off or over to cause more damage? Or is the only damage just what we inflict with our weapons?
It's kind of like imagine you're in a plastic bowl. Plastic bowl. You're at the very bottom of the plastic bowl, and all the rubble is kind of around you to make. So there's no like ledge, but you could like push him far. I mean, if you can push a super mutant behemoth and bust him into some walls, I mean that would hurt him. But how you would do that, I don't know. But I'm down for it. If you figure out a way to do it, I'm down for.
This guy, he isn't behemoth sized. Is he behemoth sized?
Oh yeah, he's behemoth sized. Yeah.
What the muffins? Okay.
He's a humongous super mutant. He's not a super mutant.
See, there's large, there's humongous, but
he's a super duper mutant.
Okay. Well, minor action, just going to jockey for the best position to position myself so that I can actually attack. And yes, we will attack the arm in a, causing him to hopefully let go, but not near enough that we're going to hurt Timmy Dender. We don't want. We don't want to. We don't.
Yeah, you don't want to
Timmy.
accidentally attack. So you're going to move into close range, right, and try to hit him with your auto axe.
Yeah, we'll auto axe it, right? That makes the most sense, I suppose.
Oh,
there
that's
you
a
go.
crit.
You get a double success. So this is going to be kind of wild, crazy now. Under Radroll's rules, which is our kind of like system with weapons, if you roll a 1, that counts for 2 success, and you'll do double damage. So what I'm going to need you to do next is there's the little icon with the Vault Boy head beside it. So if you'll just click that and hit submit, and then do it again.
The one in the chat or on my character sheet?
You can do the one in the
Bloody
chat.
mess. Oh dear.
Okay. And additional dice, 1 or no? Just 0 again.
Just
Saying
0.
story-wise, she took bloody mess because she just did a crit.
Oh.
Yep. And then do press roll damage under that auto axe again.
Okay. 2 successes. Wow.
Oh, so
Oh.
you clicked.
You've already hit, so you just need to roll the damage dice again.
Yeah.
Oh, roll the damage.
So
dice,
the
thank you.
purple box.
Yep.
There you go.
So
Yes,
9
that's-
damage.
A total of 9 damage. You take this auto axe and kind of grind it onto the super mutant's skin, and it actually it breaks through the skin and kind of lacerates him a little bit. He doesn't seem that phased by
I'm sure he's not.
it.
But hey, he only did 7 damage. I did 9 damage. I think I'm winning so far.
I mean,
It didn't even damage you.
Yeah. Sorry, Timmy.
if you
I think
believe
Timmy's
hard
losing.
enough, yeah, if you sell yourself in the illusion, then that's your reality. Dex,
Did Janie need 1 success or 2 for a hit? What was the defense?
She just needed 1 success. Because
So
of
Janie,
cloak
you'll also get an extra action point for getting an extra success over what you needed.
Yeah,
Okay,
you'll
so
get
I'm
another
adding AP, which is cool, but we don't have that. So what do I use my AP on?
to buy more dice to roll.
Yeah, so you can buy more dice if you need successes, or do additional damage with melee attacks, or there's a few options. If we come across any that might be relevant, we will chime in to help you succeed.
Okay. Well, I think that finishes my turn, right? Did any chance that he let go of rhododendron and all, or no?
Dude, say that again.
Timmy. Any chance he let go of Timmy Dendron at all?
Yeah, I'll give you that. On the grappling hook is now off of Timmy Dendron. The grappling hook, by the way, does not hurt any of you, so do not worry. That he cannot hurt you with a minor action, but it will move you. It can move you essentially 1 space closer to him with his minor action. But it won't hurt anybody, and he's out of Timmy. Warhold has let go of Timmy Dendron. Next up, we've got Barb.
Okay, well, my grappling hook will hurt people. I am going to try and, let's see, is there something on him? I'm going to try and snag him right as close to the head area as possible. See if I can dig in and maybe give him a little bit of a topple. So I am going to I am going to throw my grappling hook at him as hard as I can.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for that.
So I assume that's strength plus throwing? Or is that strength plus melee weapons?
It's
It should
agility throwing.
It's agility, okay.
It should automatically have
Yeah,
it
it should do it when
in your sheet.
When you click it.
Oh, good point. I should just do that. Eeny, meeny, miny. Grappling hook. And 1 extra. If it's piercing damage, if I hit him, I do an extra 1. Okay, that's 3 successes.
Success, great, yeah. Did you? I assume you used your minor action to move. Oh no, this is actually throwing. Never mind. I take it
It's
back.
throwing from medium.
Yeah.
I didn't need to use one of my perks to get him from further away.
Yeah.
So I hit him. Now I need to check and see how much damage I'm going to do to him.
Yeah.
So the damage. So normally it's 4 damage dice. It's going to be 5 because it's going to be an additional piercing damage. And I'm spending one of my luck points to make it a critical hit. So it looks like 10 damage.
10 damage, yeah. So you throw this grappling hook at Warhold's head. It actually strikes the head where his wig is. And it's kind of like impaled his head where it has the wig. So now there's just like a bloody white wig. It's kind of like two-tone now with the grappling hook kind of like right into that. He does not. He looks pretty angry about that. And frankly, I would be too. Gosh, with 10 damage, it's pretty good. He's gonna have a hard time seeing things, I would imagine, because there's like blood in his face. Just kind of, he's having a toughie. He's doing a toughie. Next up, we've got Cross. Definitely not.
You wanted to say it. You wanted to say it.
I almost did it.
You wanted to say it.
Well, also, I came up with Warhold, but there's also a wrestler named Wardlow.
Yeah, Wardlow. Yeah.
So this is just like a mixed
Are
bag.
we just running Worldwide Wrestling now? Do you need me to run Worldwide Wrestling?
Maybe at this point. Well, they did chant his name. That's true. They did chant his name as he entered.
Yeah.
But, the idea was Andy Warhol, but now, I mean, just
it's Wardlow.
It's Wardlow. Go watch the pay-per-view. Like, let's just
Double or Nothing.
Yeah,
coming sometime.
Yeah.
So I probably don't have my Power Fist equipped. So I'm going to spend an action point to take an extra minor action to get the Power Fist out and mount it and start to warm it up. I'm going to take another minor action to move into close range.
All right.
So I can get closer. And then I'm going to try to Falcon Punch him in the knee.
All right.
Oh my god.
Go ahead and build that up, Captain Falcon.
Oh no. Oh goodness gracious.
That's the one. That's the
Warhold better bring backup. Dang.
listen.
Okay,
Warhold's not gonna
so
be very happy in his next turn. I'll tell you what.
So additional dice.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, Warhol's going to get his 15 minutes,
So-
and that's it.
Yeah. All right. So 14 damage, with 4 piercing, and he's stunned.
Yeah. What's the stun effect? I lose a
So, if one or more effects are rolled, the target loses their normal actions in their next turn. A stunned character or creature may still spend AP to take additional actions as normal. So you would have to spend 1 AP for a minor and 2 for a major.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So it's and that is energy damage, not physical damage. So I don't know what their DR is like, but
Interesting.
Yeah, that's true. Energy damage. I need to find that, and so that's all energy damage. Huh.
I wonder if behemoths are immune to stun.
I actually
That might be a thing from the rule book. It's not.
No, not immune to stun. Not immune to stun. No.
well, and they can the GM can still spend AP to take action, so it's not like you can stun lock stuff indefinitely. There's still options to.
Right.
And I've got AP. Boy, I've got some AP. An exciting time. All right.
That was honestly a pretty bad roll for 18 dice.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of That's kind of bad.
Why are there 18 dice there? How come
Because
I have 4
crit.
dice? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I had like
Also,
4 dice. Barb had
For those
like
listening at
12.
For those listening at home, Cross has like 10 weapons on him. So
I do. It's a little ridiculous because I kept getting weapons as like part of my loadout, even though I could just use my fist just fine and it would be okay. But yeah,
All
normally I'd be throwing 9 damage dice on the heated power fist, but double made it 18.
Well, even in the games, even a power fist, especially a heated power fist, was no joke. You could one-shot kill people with that thing. It's pretty OP. You just have to be up close and personal with it.
That's
You
fine.
guys both did awesome. I declared myself the winner early on, but you both have showed me up with more damage, so I'm officially jealous.
does Timmy get a turn, or was he grappled? His turn.
He's been let go, but it's not Timmy's turn right now. It's Warhold's turn.
Did he lose a turn?
Did I lose a turn, or did Timmy lose a turn? I didn't go this last.
Did you take a turn?
No, he got skipped.
I just
I think.
assumed I was.
Oh, you got skipped.
like,
you were
being
supposed
older.
to go after Janie. You done goofed it up. I'm blaming this on you, my dude. I'm
Wow.
blaming this
He
on
was
you.
just-
My
he
fault.
was just a little
I just do.
He was a
I
little
just do what I'm
stunned.
told.
Yeah,
didn't
you
know
were
if I was-
stunned. That's the canon
It's
situation.
That's
Timmy
fine.
Dindrin, you're up next.
He was holding his action.
That is totally what happened.
So minor action's going to be to run away a little bit.
Okay. So you're
I
going
guess
to
to
medium range, or are you going long range?
Yeah,
Well,
I'll
you
go to
can-
medium
you can-
range.
Medium range.
Yeah, I can only go one. And I'll shoot. I'll shoot the thing. Timmy will shoot the little thing. He's taking his mentats. He's feeling all right.
All right.
Let's see where.
Fortified. You hit.
Oh yeah, you do. If your
Should be
weapon
a
is,
hit.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, you take a hit.
Let's roll damage.
I like that your weapon is named Betsy.
How do I roll additional damage with a fire rate of 2? Does anybody remember how that actually happens?
so when
I know
you-
you spend AP for
So
it.
you spend no, it's not with a pistol or like a firearm. You spend ammo.
Oh,
You don't
okay.
spend AP. So if you have a fire rate of 2, you can spend 2 additional ammo to get 2 additional damage dice.
All right, let's do that.
How much ammo do you have for that thing?
29 now.
Nice.
Gosh, 6.
Just
That's
5.
8 damage with Pierce 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it does that.
All right. And where were you aiming for? I mean, you didn't aim, so I'm not.
No,
I'm not-
he's scared. He just shot at it.
All right.
I guess we can roll. Why don't we roll a dice just to see where it went? But
Yeah, sure. Unfortunately,
I don't have any
Roll20
dice.
does not have that in there, so you just have to trust my dice rolls.
I trust
And
you.
you hit him in the left leg, which I think is literally what Cross just like absolutely crippled.
Mangled.
Well, I didn't. To be fair, I wasn't calling my shot. I was just like flavor.
You did say Falcon punch in the knee. That kind of
calling
sounded
it-
like
I
you were
figure
calling
as
it.
tall. Well, I figure as tall as he was, that's probably what I was aiming for. Plus, I knew that if I hit, I was going to stun. So, like, what made sense?
Listen, everyone's gonna need some help. So I'm gonna let some things slide. I'm pretty generous, but this guy is not. This guy's not gonna be very generous, but I am. I'm personally very generous.
Okay.
Remember
All
that.
right.
I'm a nice guy. Warhold, don't know about that.
Look, Warhol just kind of got messed up a little bit, though. So I'm
Did?
fully expecting to get messed up in turn.
He's
Yeah.
a temperamental artist. You know how they can be.
So, let's see here. Warhold is stunned, but because he is aggressive, and he is going to use a minor action to actually do a push with the grappling hook. So he's going to try to rope one of you and use his grappling hook to move you 2. See if he can do it. Ding-diddling-ding, he does. And so he actually moves cross back to long range.
Whoa.
So paint me a picture, Dave. How does one
Oh.
take a grappling hook with limp rope and push somebody away? Paint me a picture.
Okay, so this is a
Threw
giant...
it hard at you.
This is the dude with a giant grappling hook / like harpoon situation on his arm. That's
Okay.
kind of like steampunky, and he latches you and takes you and kind of like spins you around his head and then chucks you.
Oh, I did a tilt-a-whirl.
Yeah, you did
Okay.
a tilt-a-whirl. Yeah.
All
you did a
right.
Tilt-a-whirl. Pretty much, if he can pull you in from close range, he can throw you back. Kind of like a game of checkers. Like once you get to the end of the board, he may decide that he wants you back at the other end. But he can only pull you forward.
Did you just call me in a roundabout way a king? I
did.
appreciate that.
King Cross over here. That sounds like a good like English treat.
Is that-
getting a King Cross?
King
Sounds like
Cross.
a good English treat. And let's see. Do I want to do something? Actually, that's all he's gonna do for now. So Jamie, your turn is next. You may take a turn.
Okay, so right now, position-wise, I'm looking at the board. Also, he is really large. Like, this gentleman he's very big.
He is a huge man, just a beast.
Large stature.
Large stature, accomplished at culture though, very cultured.
Makes you wonder about that wig, like how he gets a wig that fits his head that size. Like, is it like made out of like 4 old mops or something? I mean, can we tell looking
Bush
at it?
brooms.
I mean,
It's like
maybe
metal
he's
shavings from like a lathe.
maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline, you know.
Fantastic.
Are you bringing
Okay.
the car into this?
So right now, I'm the only one at close range.
Yes.
We don't really know how he's doing, but he is somewhat blinded. Does position really matter as far as like, can we attack from a bad side with the blood in his eye? Or there's really no bad side. He's too large for that to matter.
Like you could try to like he looks like he's hurting his head and his leg pretty much. He has other limbs there's other pieces of his body to cripple that will that will hurt him. He's got his right arm is the grappling hook / rebar
Okay.
soup can, and the other arm is the missile launcher.
So an auto axe is basically, it's very saw-like. So let's continue what people have done, intentional or not, and we're going to go for that left leg. We are going to be swinging the auto axe in and coming in sawzall, okay? Can we possibly do damage to a leg specifically in a way that could cripple him?
He is crippled on that left leg. He's already crippled on
But
that
he's still
left leg.
standing. Okay, I don't know if is there a way to make that worse?
You can cripple his right leg if you want to.
I'm going to cripple the right leg, Dave. Let's do it.
All right. You can try.
You will. Oh.
Whew.
And even with the called shot, that's enough.
3 successes. Woohoo!
Oh.
Yeehaw!
So the difficulty when you do a
Impressive.
called shot goes up by 1,
Oh,
but
okay.
which meant that you needed 2 successes, but you got 3. So not only did you succeed in the called shot, you generate another AP.
I have an extra success for later. Cool.
That's great.
Yep.
All right, roll your damage. Get your
That's-
damage in.
Click in the Vault Boy head, right? No additional dice?
No.
Shouldn't be.
Okay, there we go.
6.
6. So you're just under that. Under what you would need.
It's got DR.
Yeah, he's got DR, and he pretty much 7s. I'm looking for things above 7. So 6.
I don't know if my weapons can do that. I mean, my weapons do like 4 or 5 damage. Like that's all there.
Well,
Base.
each of those damage dice can potentially do 2 each. So even though you're rolling 5 damage dice, on a maximum roll, you could do 10 damage.
Okay.
So anytime you do 5 or more damage to a limb, it cripples it. So what that tells me is that Warhold has like DR2 physical.
Does this take into account? It takes into account my melee bonus dice, right? Because I've got the strength gives me a bonus of 1, and the game must already calculate that, right? On this,
It
'Cause I have a
should.
strength of 7. Okay.
Should.
Yeah, because so Janie's a grinder. Yeah, it is because the auto axe normally does 4 damage dice.
Yep.
And because it's a melee weapon, you get the bonus from your strength. So that's why you're rolling 5.
Okay, that makes sense. And if one of my perks is adrenaline rush, so if I take any damage, I'm gonna jump to strength 10, and maybe I'll be a little more effective. then.
Oh. Goodness. All right. Cool stuff.
Do you want me to shoot?
Not that I want him to hit me.
I'll shoot.
Well,
you.
I mean, I'm a nice guy, but he now he knows your perks. Now he knows your
He's an
perks.
artist. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He doesn't happen to have the insect keyword, does he?
He'll never tell.
Let's find out.
Let's
He'll never tell. Next up, Timmy Dindrin. You were not stunned like their last round, and you're up next.
Wow. Can I take my minor action to go behind Barb?
To go behind Barb? Sure, yeah, you can do that. But you're going to be a long range.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, sure.
Sounds like what Timmy would do.
Behind Barb.
That's what Timmy wants to do. Yeah, I don't know what else Timmy's going to do here.
You only got 1 Mentat left. I'd save that. For when you...
The Mentat is being saved. The Mentat is if he survives, the little pick me up. The roof is gone, right?
The roof. Oh yeah, the roof's open air.
There's a newly constructed sunlight. But
it's like really cloudy and dusty. Like it is, you cannot see outside of this bowl of dirt and rubble.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have anything. I can't come up with anything too clever, so we're just gonna shoot it. Again, not gonna aim. Just kind of.
We're just shooting him.
He's shooting. He's shooting scared.
I like it.
I will spend an AP just to give myself like a little extra chance.
Yeah.
Since I moved away, but
I like Chansey. Good Pokemon.
There you go. Oh, okay. Yep.
Good success.
So you get your AP back.
Yeah, you get your AP back.
Wow. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And take your damage.
I guess
I feel like this Pittsburgh crew is a bit more effective than our New Orleans crew.
Speak for yourself.
Oh.
No comment.
Nice.
That's 11 with 6 piercing.
Yeah.
That is very, very impressive.
Again, I don't know where my dice is. Oh, here we go. Rolled a 2.
That's
over 2 is on the body. Oh, in the head. Nice.
So you just like bust him up the head. Like the glasses are off. The hair is fried. Like this dude has split ends out to wazoo. Like he just looked like he got like the worst blowout possible. Plus he's bleeding from the head because he's still got Barb's grappling hook kind of like hunked up in there.
Yeah,
like,
it's still up in there.
He is not having a good day. Let's go down here to Barb. You are up next. Gosh.
Okay, what am I gonna do here? You know what? I've got that grappling hook stuck in his head. I am gonna give it a little shake and knock it loose.
That's fine. You
like,
can do it.
Do it a little quick and start reeling it back in towards my my right arm. Is gonna start auto reeling it back in, and while that's happening, she's going to turn to face him and move kind of into a quarterbacking position, and she's going to eye laser him right in the chest. Assaultron style.
I like it. Use that eye laser.
I can picture it. That's awesome.
She is self-conscious about using the eye laser, but you really can't. You really can't be judgy in situations like this. 1 success.
1 success. Is that a medium range weapon?
It is a medium range weapon.
Yeah, then you should get that. So go ahead and roll
It's a
damage.
hit.
Yeah.
No extra dice, but I'll go with 5 damage dice. Let's do it. That would be
4 with 1
it's-
piercing.
I don't think it should be 1 piercing, but it looks like 4 energy damage.
Yeah, so you fire out your head laser, and maybe it's just because you don't use it that often. It just kind of like hits him, and he looks like a little sunburn. Like he just looks like it looks like there was a lot of buildup, and now he's just got a nice like chest tan. Like imagine a giant, the Incredible Hulk mashed with Andy Warhol, bleeding from the head, crippled at the leg, now with a suntan on the chest. A beautiful picture painted for all.
He's a hot mess.
Well, Andy Warhol used to say, "Art is whatever you can get away with."
And that's true. Next up, we've got Cross. Cross, you're a long range. What are you into?
Well, so as a minor action, I'm going to move to medium range.
Okay.
I am going to spend an action point to get another minor action to move to close range.
Okay.
And I'm going to attempt a Falcon Punch again.
All right.
1 success.
Nice.
So that's all I needed. That is 9 damage, 2 piercing, and stun again.
9 damage, 2 piercing. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. And you hit him. I'm gonna roll that. Let's see, in the left leg. Yeah, his left leg. You hit him back.
Left
Same
leg.
spot. Again.
You work the same area.
You work in the
Gotta
body.
work. You keep
Oh
working the legs. He's not going to be able to move anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, you hit him. It doesn't look like it hit as hard as the last time.
Oh no, the last time I felt it really good. It feels like I'm hitting a limp noodle right now. Like
Yeah. All right. Now it is good old Warhold's turn here.
While all this is happening, I mean, is it just Warhold here? Like, there are people chanting Warhold and stuff. Are they still around us? Like, are there people on the rafters?
Yeah, is this like a battle?
I'd love
battle
to
royale
think that we've
they're
taken
watching?
the air out of the crowd here for a second. Like
They're
They
watching
don't
their
know-
god get destroyed.
They don't know what's happening because like Warhold just like jumped literally into.
oh, and
this
it's all
arena.
dusty and stuff, and they think
Yeah.
that he's like,
They
oh
think
man,
he's
it
just,
sounds
like,
really violent down there. He's
going
really
crazy.
screaming at him.
Yeah.
And then you hear ting, ting, ting. Assaultron eyelash laser blast.
Wow.
Ting, ting, ting.
Yeah, we're gonna Warhold's gonna try to hit a good old Cross with the suit bat.
Okay.
Nice. 2
Ooh.
twos.
That's pretty promising.
Success plus an AP. Let's roll some damage on that. 10
Oh, with vicious, great. So
and
that's
breaking.
that. So what is breaking? Oh,
Official-
for each effect rolled, reduce the number of cover dice a piece of cover provides by 1 permanently.
Okay,
If the
so you're
target
not
is not in cover, instead reduce the damage resistance on the location struck by 1 according to the damage type of the weapon.
All right, so I'm gonna roll
basically,
your.
it's piercing.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, it just
hit
took
your-
16 damage.
I hit your right arm. I just rolled that.
16 on the right arm. Cool.
Yeah. By chance, where's your power fist at?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe Cross is a
Interesting
southpaw.
whatever you think. You know, can switch it around if it's
Is
on there.
Cross is Cross like dead?
No,
Okay.
All right.
I had 28 hit points.
Wow.
What?
That may be another thing. You guys talk about this crew being pretty effective. I mean, what level is the regular Rad Rolls party? The NOLA party? Are you guys level 5 or 6 already? Or
Level
like
5.
4,
Yeah.
but I think we did dumb things.
Uh-huh.
Clark can like kill things really fast, but he dies really fast. And then the rest of them, unless Lonnie just rolls like random crits, I don't know about the rest of y'all.
Lonnie can roll random crits pretty often and hit stuff off. Clark is really good. Clark is a character that is based around his sword. And when Clark likes to roll a lot of complications, Clark loses his sword. So Clark spends a lot of time chasing the sword that he loves.
Like a golfer on the course getting really angry, just throwing his club everywhere.
Yeah.
So Cross has a maximum 28 hit points.
Wow.
I just took 16. Let me see
Yeah.
here. High endurance, barbarian, life giver.
Oh, knife giver.
Increased my
Okay.
maximum health by my endurance rank. So that was another like 8 points of health there.
You're a tank, man. You are a
But
tank.
I had physical DR6, and Warhold just ate through all of it with breaking. So I took all 16 to my right arm.
Yeah, and Warhold's also going to do something else with that extra AP and use his grappling hook. 2 successes. He's going to throw hook back to long range. Or cross.
Using that magical elven rope that's attached to his grappling hook.
He's very dexterous. Dexterity is high. Performance high. Everyone chants his name. You know this dude is like
Chance his name.
it's like a bard gladiator. Mutant.
Yeah, he's an artist, but you know what? An artist is just another job.
Next up, we've got Janie.
Okay. Wow. So this is pretty intense so far. The amount of damage he does. What
I
else?
just got my
can-
arm broken like real hard.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure you won't ever be able to use that arm again. Like, that arm is just like...
Well,
You're a
good thing
ghoul.
God saw fit to bless me with 2.
You're a ghoul. Like, honestly, Cross is a ghoul. I feel like the arm's gone, right? Like, that's what would happen to a ghoul arm if you hit it that hard.
I mean,
Yeah,
maybe
roll-
these impacts are pretty impressive.
Yeah. I feel he'd kind of be channeling like the Black Knight, be like, it's only a flesh wound. It's like, dude, your arm's off.
Yeah, I wish Cross would roll a failure or a complication. That would be really, really clutch right now.
Really clutch for me.
Really clutch for me. It would be actually less clutch for him, just in general, like in life.
You would not be able to clutch very much at all. after that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm clutching half as much right now.
That pun literally physically hurt me. Thank you.
I like it.
Janie, you
Yeah.
are.
So
it is your
also
turn.
the soup combat. I don't know if you guys know Fallout universe lore. Is there a company that made soup? Like, is there a soup in the game that has a brand?
Pork
I mean, I know
and
we've got.
beans. I don't know.
That's
It's not
that's
soup, but it's
Prospector
canned.
Company. That's Prospector Company. Pork and beans. We got Doghouse brand dog food for cans. Which, by the way, Doghouse brand dog food, best dog food in Appalachia. There are some like generic white cans without labels. I'm just trying to think like if there is a Campbell's equivalent, and I can't think of one.
I
is
don't
soup
think there
canon
is.
to Fallout? I think that's a great question.
Where's my...
Maybe that's.
I
the
feel
art.
like I'm almost certain that there is in at least like Fallout 3 in New Vegas, but I cannot
Yeah.
remember
Dolce's.
right now.
Mama Dolce's does canned meat stew. Stew is soup. That is awesome.
There you go.
There you
There
go.
we go. It's canon. It's Mama Dolce's.
And we all know about
Spaghetti
Mama
and meatball
Dolce's,
soup.
so Warhol
Yeah.
may be a communist sympathizer. Okay,
Could be.
let's
be.
get in there and
Those artist types, they just throw those in the Communist Party. That's just what they do back in the 50s and 60s or 2070s.
Yeah,
They would also suspend meat in aspic and call it a salad. I mean, it's not exactly the kind of thing we want to revisit that heavily.
Yeah, they call it pop art. It could be short for populist art. So let's get in there. And I'm a one-trick pony. So we're just gonna attack with the auto axe. We're going for that right leg again.
Yeah, I like it. I like that you're consistent. The consistency is important because here's the thing: you're over there, you're chipping away. Like Cross has made himself a huge threat, and so like you're just being allowed. Like you're over there just like cutting this guy down. Cross over here can stun and do backflips and cartwheels and like hold a limit on his head.
I haven't done a single backflip or cartwheel.
Well, not voluntarily. He's
not voluntarily.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting tilt-a-whirl over here, 2 zones away, with magic rope.
Okay, one success.
Yeah, so you can roll your damage. Nice.
7. I actually
7, there
broke
you go.
through.
That's really good.
Go vicious too. So yeah.
I'm just gonna click the additional dice button just because it makes me feel good, even though it does nothing extra. Cool.
I like that. All right. You managed to hit the left leg. Why is everything in the left leg? So everyone just like got that left leg and is just like going to town.
But I mean, that femoral artery has got to be like spurting bad. Like Thor's got to be getting slick.
Cross may not have an arm, but
twice.
Warhold may have just a leg issue. He may just limp for the rest of his life. It may just be sawed off at some point.
You mean the next 5 minutes, rest of his life?
No, it's
true.
Andy Warhol, so 15 minutes I think is about right.
All right. Next up, we've got Timmy Dendron.
Okay. So, here's what I want to do. Here's what I want to do, and first I'm going to tell you the perks that I do have, and then I will confess that I don't have one of the perks that would make this like better. So you're going to just have to make a little judgment call here. Okay. But I have Science rank 2, and I have Hacker.
Okay.
I don't have Robotics Expert, but what I want to do is ask Barb if I could jury rig my laser rifle to her power core and then shoot him.
Go for
You're
it.
gonna fill with her bits mid-combat?
If she consents to this, yes.
I will give enthusiastic consent, Smooth Skid.
All right. What are you hoping? What are you?
I want to
hoping
shoot. I want to. So the eye laser didn't really do much. The laser rifle is doing pretty good. I want to make the laser rifle do real bad, like real bad damage to this thing. I kind of want to like do a nice little hole right through it with some
So first
extra
roll
power here.
First roll intelligence plus science for difficulty 2 to see if you can now that you have consent that you can hack in and attach it to the power core.
Okay.
Because that's, I mean, in the heat of battle, like that's
He's taking his mentats, man.
He took his mentats.
Well, he's also not interrupting her pulling back her grappling hook so she can throw it later.
So what was it?
She's still pulling back her grappling hook while this is happening behind her.
Intelligence plus science difficulty 2.
And can I help with this?
Science.
Yeah, you can throw an assist, but I don't think you need to because he hit it.
Okay.
I have Mentats active, so I could have re-rolled it. I have Cautious Nature, so I could have re-rolled it from there, and I have 7 luck points. This was not a question of if I would get it, it was how many resources.
For every additional dice that you want to roll, that will deduct 2 HP from Barb.
Oh.
Because you're essentially plugged into her heart, and you're using that power to enhance your own. So you're pretty much like, in robot terms, you're like vampire powering it up. That's all for now. Tune in next week
for more from